The cursed man with 3 legs. Once upon a time, in the powerful village of Uzigbo, where the gods walked among men and the land was ruled by both kings and spirits, lived a man named Chief Kalu. On the surface, he was respected, wealthy, handsome, and a renowned livestock merchant who traded sheep, goats, cows, and cattle across several villages. But behold, the man was evil in disguise. Chief Kalu was evil. He had one weakness: women. Not just any woman, but the wives of other men. And what made him worse was that he turned every woman's cry for help into an opportunity to satisfy his twisted desires. If a poor woman came to him to beg for food, he would smile, rub his bread, and say, "Come back tonight and I will feed you," if you know what I mean. And if the woman refuses, he would threaten her, use her secret against her, or offer cattle or money that her poor husband could never dream of owning. Some women, out of desperation, gave in. Others were blackmailed or forced. Carlo didn't care. He knew no shame. No one could report him, for his connections reached the palace and even the police stations. If anyone tried to arrest him, by the time they even turned their back, Kalu was already walking freely, laughing, and tossing coins to the children like he was a saint. So, his wickedness grew, and the people of Uzigbo lived in silent pain and in fear. Hello, my friends. What would you do if you came across such an evil man? Do leave us a comment below as the story continues. But please, my dear, click the like button and also subscribe to encourage this channel. Thanks. Now, back to the story. Ugo, the village warrior, was known for his strength. He had once fought off a band of thieves that tried to invade Uzigbo. But unfortunately, during one of the battles at the border, he was gravely wounded. His wife, Adamma, a woman as radiant as the morning sun, had been taking care of him for months, fetching herbs, pleading with villagers for food and help, even working on farms to buy medicine for the husband. One day, with no money left and her husband's condition worsening, Adamma swallowed her pride and approached Chief Kalu. Perhaps, she thought, just perhaps, Kalu would recognize the fact that the husband had once saved his trade caravans from armed robbers. But Adamma was wrong. Chief Kalu smiled that wicked smile and said, "I'll help you, my dear, but you know the price already." Adamma begged. She cried. She even knelt before him. But Chief Kalu only laughed and dragged her into his compound. For days, Adamma was locked inside his house, assaulted repeatedly, her cries muffled by the high walls and heavy doors. When he was done with her, he tossed her out like trash, and his guard slammed the gate against her. In pain, Adamma staggered home. She didn't eat. She didn't sleep. She looked at her husband, barely breathing, and wept silently. But instead of dying in sorrow, she chose a path of sacrifice. Late that night, under the moon that hung like a silent witness, Adamma baited herself, wore a pure white wrapper, and walked barefooted to the dreaded shrine of Ebigwe, the god of thunder. This shrine was feared by all. It was said that anyone who summoned Ebigwe must offer a life in exchange for justice. But Adamma didn't hesitate. She reached the shrine and stood before the idol, eyes fierce with pain and determination. Then she did the unthinkable. She stripped herself naked, as custom demanded, and fell flat on her chest before the shrine. Ebigwe, she cried, take my life, but bring justice to the land. Let the evil of Chief Kalu be judged today, she cried. Suddenly, thunder cracked so loudly that the earth trembled. Birds fled, trees bowed, and the villagers, startled from their sleep, knew something had been awoken. They ran to the shrine, found Adamma's lifeless body, her eyes still open, her arms stretched out in surrender. The ground around her was wet, not with rain, but with divine dew. The villagers gasped. Ebigwe has accepted her sacrifice. Then something happened. At the market square, where Kalu had just come to buy fresh goats for trade, a strange scream erupted from his mouth. He clutched his stomach and dropped to the ground. His body began to shake violently. Before the villagers' eyes, something began to grow between his legs. A third leg, but this was no ordinary leg. It resembled a manhood, so large and long it dragged on the floor as he staggered in pain and confusion. The women, upon seeing this horror, screamed and ran back to their huts, covering their faces. The ancient law of Uzigbo forbade women from witnessing the public disgrace of a man's nakedness. The men, however, knew what to do. They tore fresh omu leaves, placed them over their mouths, a sign of spiritual silence, and lifted Kalu with rope, avoiding contact with his cursed limb. He was carried straight to the shrine of Ebigwe. For 7 days and 7 nights, Chief Kalu groaned, wailed, and begged for mercy, but no help came. His body decayed while alive. Flies refused to perch on him. Birds circled overhead, watching. Children were forbidden from going near the shrine. Even the wind refused to blow where his body lay. The next morning, the villagers gathered. Chief Kalu's body was nowhere to be found. Only pieces remained, scattered across the shrine like cursed meat after a lion's feast. His third leg burnt into ashes. The villagers wept, but not for Kalu. They wept for Adamma, the woman who gave her life to end the years of suffering. Her name was carved into the sacred stone near the shrine, and a festival was made in her honor every year, the festival of Thunder's daughter. And so, peace returned to Uzigbo, and the tale of the cursed man with 3 legs became a story told to children, not just for laughs or fear, but reminder that no evil goes unpunished and no sacrifice is too small when it comes to justice. Hi friends, hope you enjoyed today's story. But if you were in Adamma's shoes, Would you have gone to the shrine of Ebigwe knowing it could cost your life? Or would you have chosen a different path? Also, if you lived in a town like Uzigbo and someone as powerful as Chief Kalu was doing such evil, what would you have done? Do leave us a comment below and remember to share this story with your loved ones. Thanks for being here. Do you know that Amadioha is the fierce and just deity of thunder and lightning in the Igbo tribe of Nigeria? He is not just about storms and noise. Amadioha is the god of justice, truth, and divine vengeance. When someone lies or commits evil, the people believe Amadioha strikes them down with thunderbolts. Symbolized by a white ram and associated with the color red, Amadioha is often invoked during oaths, trials, and cleansing rituals. His name literally means free will of the people. So, next time you hear thunder roll, just maybe Amadioha is watching.
Thanks for watching. Love from the classic stories.